Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video. So today, as you saw on the title, cutting your hair will not make your hair grow. Let me explain. So cutting your hair or trimming, or however you want to word it or look at it, it aids in length retention. It does not make your hair grow. It aids in length retention, which helps you to keep the length while the hair is growing out of the scalp. So the growth comes from your scalp, not your ends. Clipping your ends or trimming your ends or just cutting your hair, period, aids in retaining that length that you've been growing for so long, or however long you've been growing it. And it also aids in the density of your hair, the thickness, the fullness. Sorry, y'all, fullness. Y'all know my country coming out of but yeah, so it aids in that. So we get that confused a lot. People think that it scares them too. Some people think that, oh, I gotta cut my hair for it to grow. And that's an old school term, because it's an easy way to explain, like, hey, if you don't trim your ends or cut it or however, your hair is going to break off in some form. It's going to get thin. The split's going to ride up all the way close to, it can even go all the way up to your scalp, the splits, which causes horrible growth retention, which causes breakage where your hair looks like it ain't growing. But in technical knowledge and terms, yeah, trimming and cutting your hair aids in length retention and thickness, because you want all your strands to be in one area. You want your strands to, when your strands are all together, it gives this look of fullness. If your strands are not together, it's not going to look full. So you want that to happen. So it's I wanted to kind of really start breaking it down on understanding this trend, because I'm glad that this is going around. It's becoming a trend more that, yes, go ahead and trim your ends, because it's going to help your hair, aid in it growing. But I just wanted to break it down to why a stylist promote you guys, to motivate you or promote you or talking you into getting rid of those dead, raggedy, straggedy, ain't no good ends. If you have if you're putting yourself on a trim schedule or however, you'll kind of see the process of that and see why, why I'm saying like length retention, and that's why, I push so much on my channel on the past, especially the past videos that I've been putting out. Make sure y'all check them out. I'm gonna have it in the card below on the upper right hand corner. But make sure, I've been trying to push that, like, the growth comes from your scalp, and you have to make sure your scalp is in a healthy condition. You gotta make sure your health is in a healthy condition, because there's circulation, the blood, all that. Like, that's where the home of your growth comes from. Your hair follicles, all that, it starts from there. That's your foundation. Technically, your strands are already on the hair strands. Once they come out of your scalp, they dead. So the longer your hair gets, the more further it's down and out of your scalp, the further it goes, the longer it gets, the weaker your strands become. So you must take care of those ends to make sure they stay there, because they can become weak, brittle, and break and split. So the best way to keep that going is to make sure you put yourself on a trim schedule. However, comment below and let me know your thoughts on that. And I know some of my stylists watch my video, and that's pretty dope. Leave your thoughts on it too, my fellow stylists. And that's what I want to do. Like, make sure, that's kind of what I push. Try to make sure that people know, my viewers know, and like in a more, not a more technical term, I try to break it down. It's always been me since I've started doing hair. Instead of saying all the technical terms. Of course, I'm gonna tell y'all the technical terms so y'all can kind of be like, oh, okay. But I like to break it down so it won't sound difficult. It can be simple. I want it to be as simple as possible for y'all to understand where us stylists are coming from when we ask you to do this or ask you to maintain your hair this way or that way, to see the why in it. Because they didn't, I hate to say it, but they didn't teach us that back in the day, you know, when we were younger and stuff. It's like we're starting to learn all this stuff now, because old school stylists, you know, we had a full trust in them. They tell us to do something, we did it. No matter what, they had the upper hand in it. But after a while, as time went, we wanted to know more of the why. Like, why do I have to keep doing this? And or if it looked like my hair is not being effective or what you trying to tell me to do, like, I don't want to do it. But I feel like by us giving more of the why in these situations, it helps you guys to understand and know, like, okay, this is why they're doing it. Let me make sure I'm doing it the right way so my hair can grow and flourish. Leave your comment below. I don't want to talk y'all heads out. Leave your comment below and let me know your thoughts.
Girl, I see your face everywhere. When I'm going out, you'll be there. 'Cause everything reminds me of you. I can't take no more. Girl, I think I'm losing my mind. Try to go to work, but I lost track of time. 'Cause everyone keep looking like you. I can't take no more. I miss your touch from your hands and your body. It hurts so much to think of you as someone else. Can't get enough when you're sweet talking to me.
I wanted to do a layer effect on her hair, so we started off with the 6N, like the brown, because her hair is already brown. So at the bottom, as you can see, her hair is like more of a rich compared to the top. You see it's looking more like an ashier color, the parts that I didn't color. So we did like 3 processes on this. So I did the bottom and I set my foundation in the center because I wanted to lighten it, and then at the top I gave it more of a highlighted look, like a highlight low light look. So we were just playing around and yeah, having fun with the colors. And I used a 6NW and a 7 and an 8, little hints of 7 and an 8. So I'm gonna leave the formula below in the description box so you guys can check it out. But yeah, I think it came out great. So stay tuned. I wanted to do a rod sit on her hair, but we didn't have time. Y'all, it was real that night. We stayed in this thing we stayed in the shop for like 12 o'clock, because mind you, y'all, and I'm sorry for not having as much clips as I wanted to, the angles, so y'all can see everything. But y'all, when I was doing her head, it was another client I was doing. I was doing 2 colors at one time in this moment, y'all, so bear with me on that. But yeah, I knew that she had a nice loose curl pattern, so I said, hey, we could just do a coil set and, you know, we still achieve that rod set look that I wanted to do. So yeah.
Talking to me, now I'm talking sweet all by myself.